Do you ever wonder when your clients are going to sign? Like, when are your clients going to buy and give you money and buy your offer, buy your product, buy your policy, whatever it is that you're selling? And if you're interested in learning how to create a buying environment and make your people buy every single time, stick around. I have something special for you in this video. And fair warning for any of you, if you were like me when you grew up and you're shake a flashlight when you show them now. I'm going to get rid of all that daddy trauma from shining the light in the wrong spot. All right, so if your dad's around, bring him in the room so he can apologize to you at the end of this video. Just make him sit down and watch it with you. That way he can apologize to you for setting you up for failure in this business, whatever business you're in. So I come from an insurance background, but clients sign when, I'll close that loop for you at the end of this video, so stick around. But there has to be 4 things that happen, and I'll teach it to you. So we're gonna try to draw this as best as we can. So this is the Sal Star. I don't know what it is with Hollywood movies and government propaganda, indoctrination in the schools, like whatever you want to call these little child prison camps. But for some reason, after the late 1900s, we were taught for some reason that sales was evil and bad. Before the late 1900s, salespeople used to be prominent and prosperous, and they were principled men, and they helped people. They were principled saleswomen as well, but they helped people. Only in the last couple decades have we shunned salespeople. We treat them as if they are less than or beneath or lower. One of you might be watching this, you're like, well, I hate salespeople. My dad taught me never trust a man in a suit. It's like, that's cute, but listen, that's a lie. Everything you enjoy in your life that you are thankful for, you're happy someone sold it to you. When I go out into my 2020 F-150, I'm happy someone sold it to me. I'm happy I gave them money for it. When I walk around in clothes, I'm happy that someone sold them to me, although I'd argue I'd rather not wear clothes at all. When I'm recording these videos for you, I'm happy someone sold my very expensive camera. At the time, it was expensive to me, but I'm happy someone sold me a very quality camera. I'm happy someone sold it to me. Everything that you and I have in our life that we both enjoy, we are happy someone sold it to us. Okay, so first thing you have to realize is that sales is all about empowering people and serving them. It's not something you do to people, it's something you do for people. Okay? All of my customers are happy that I charged them a premium that got them to have enough backbone, whatever you want to call it, have enough balls and courage to go charge people large amounts of money for solving their problems. They're happy they gave me a large amount of money. If they can jump over that money hurdle, everything else is easy after that. Okay? So first thing you have to realize is sales is serving. Bottom line. Without sales, the world doesn't go around. And let me just, where's my wallet at? If you got any money on you, what I want you to do is take it out. See this right here? It's just a measly $20 bill, got some dead dude on the front of it. But listen, the only reason you have this is to pay other people, to buy what you want. It's the only purpose of this. This is the only, other than that, it's just paper. There's only so many things. This is the only reason this exists is to pay people. So you have to get your mind wrapped around the fact that sales is something you do for people, not to them. Sales is about serving, okay? So that's the bottom line. What is the next thing that has to happen? Let me get a drink. Well, the next thing they have to have, oh, this star is going to be beautiful. Is the transformation star. People do not buy products. They buy a new identity. They buy the transformation. The only reason you go to a doctor when you are sick is because you want the transformation of feeling good. The only reason you go buy some food is because you want the transformation of not feeling hungry. You want to feel fed. The only reason you go to sleep that you buy sleep is because you want to feel rested. Like that is it. People pay for transformations, and if you can't clearly state the transformation your offer will give them, they will not buy because they're confused. They don't know what's going to happen when they give you that money. That's the only reason they have it for, is to give it to you and buy whatever you have. But if you don't know what transformation you're going to give your person, like I know at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to do to create buying environments every time. That is a transformation I will give you. Like I clearly stated it in the beginning of this video. You know and you expect the transformation from this video. If it doesn't live up to its promise, like you're probably just not going to stick around for very much longer. So you have to give them the transformation star. You have to give them the transformation. And if you like, the easiest way to understand this is tell your customers what they can clearly expect as a result of giving you money. That is it. Okay? So they must have the transformation. What do they need next? And we're going to draw this one a little bit bigger. This is the hope star. They have to have hope. They have to feel some feeling of excitement and urgency and anticipation. Like they have to be like, give it to me, give it to me. They have to. It's kind of like these young 18-year-old boys who go watch Sam Sulek, whatever his name is, and they're like, oh, give me roids. Got to get to the gym. Got to get some pre-workouts. Like got to go look like Sam. But he's giving them hope. He's giving them hope. I don't know if they're actually getting roids or not, but it's funny. But like, listen, like with these two, they kind of go hand in hand. It's like you have to give them an itch if you want them to scratch. Like you have to create an appetite. You have to create an appetite. They have to be hungry for what you have. If they're not hungry for what you have, they're just not going to have. It's very simple. So you must create hope. You must create some anticipation, some longing, because that's what's going to fight off their procrastination of delaying decisions and giving you, I need to think about it, BS objections, which are lies. I need to think about it. I can't afford it. I need to talk to so-and-so about it. I need to pray to my pet fish. Jesus is going to pay my mortgage. Like all of this stuff are constructs. They are not confines. They are not real. You made them up. Every objection, like you made them up. I don't know where you made it up from. Maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe your science teacher, maybe your church pastor, and maybe they helped you made it up. But at the end of the day, you made it up, okay? All these objections are unreal, and the only reason you buy them is because you believe them. And you believe it to be true about other people. When you stop thinking that sales is bad or something that you do to people, like you will start realizing you are doing something for them and you are serving them when you are selling them. Okay? Selling is serving. Selling is serving. But you have to understand, like, you have to give them hope. They must anticipate what you're about to do. Like, they can't wait to throw you money and tears are coming down their face like, oh my God, I'm so happy to give you money to solve my problem and take me out of my pain. Like, that's what you want people doing. I hope they don't cry like that. I would never cry like that. But you have to give them hope. They have to see what the transformation is going to be like, and they have to believe that they can do it. Like, they're going to ask a couple questions. They're going to ask, is it easy? Is it quick? And can I do it? If you can get them to answer those three questions, they're going to buy. They're going to buy. So what is the last star? Results. And this is the biggest one. Oh, that's lopsided. Kind of like some of these Asian businesses, but no. So listen, people pay for results. People want results, and I have something that drives me nuts. It's like some people are just scared of communication these days. Let me go to my DMs real quick. Get a drink. So what I want you to realize is people will buy when they realize they need you and you don't need them. and they trust your competence to get them result. They're confident in your competence. So let me go through this. I was sending a DM to get a guy to draw me some like doodles and stuff on frameworks and get it all packaged up, and I was willing to spend a pretty penny. So I sent him a message. Let me find him. Said, hey, love your profile, would love to work with you. Could you give me a quote on like if you could do this stuff? And he sends me a message that says, here's a link to some of my other clients. Ask them about my work. I was like, okay, how much would it cost for you to do? And I explained what I wanted. And then I sent a voice message just explaining it more. And all he did was he sent me another message saying, well, just ask my other client. Busy right now. What? What is the best phone number for me to give you a call at so I can explain exactly what I want? I just need some clarification. You just give my client a call and I'll set you up. You'll love it. It's like, I just want to call you for clarification. It's like, I'm trying to give you money. And you're like beating around the bush. I can't stand that stuff. I absolutely can't stand it. I'm trying to give you money. Your clients are trying to give you money, but you're like, you're scared to be direct. You're scared of like the communication for whatever reason. You might be thinking like, well, what if I don't know the answers to their questions? If you listen, questions are the answers. The only reason you wouldn't know how to answer a question is because you don't know enough of the content to give them the context on how to think about your offer. You just don't know how to frame it right because you don't know enough, like you don't see enough of the picture. It's like but what if they think of me like, I'm sorry, but if you got to drag them in, you're going to have to drag them through. And I don't want clients like that. The reason I charge tens of thousands of dollars for most of my offers is because I want it to repel opportunity seekers, people who are curious but not serious. Okay? If I don't want curious people. I don't want people who are like, like this will be a cool thing to just sit on my shelf or like sit in my Google Drive or like it'll feel good because like I don't want those people. They don't give me good testimonials. They're never excited and they don't get any results. I don't want them. And so I create a barrier high enough that those people can't climb over it. I give prices that give sticker shock and like it repels the wrong people and it invites the right ones in. That's it. If they can jump over the money hurdle, they'll jump over every other hurdle in the race. But if they can't even climb that one, if you got to drag them in, you're going to have to drag them through. It's like, understand that. Now, how do you get them results? Where you have to do a couple things for them. You have to shine a light. So you're gonna grab your dad's flashlight that he used to like, son, you keep grabbing in the wrong place. Dad, if you're in the room, apologize for being a dick. So what you have to do is just shine a light on the problem. Shine a light on the problem. You must make them aware of their pain. You have to agitate it, okay? You have to poke the bear. You have to give them the gut punch they need. They have to hate their current circumstance so much that they actually do something about it. All right? Once you do that, you shine a light on the procedure. If they don't feel like you're answering their questions about how it works, or if they don't think it'll work for them, like they're just not going to buy. They have to know the solution. That doesn't mean get lost all in the weeds talking about every nitty. A lot of agents, a lot of salespeople, they start going into what's called technobabble and they dump everything on the customer at the same time. Like, it's going to do this and you're going to learn this and we're going to build this and then you have to go in here and tweak this. It's like the client's like, that sounds like a lot of work. It's like, I'm not buying this. I need to think about it. So like, we're just trying to give them the transformation. We're just trying to shine a light on what it's going to be like when their problem is gone. We're shining a light on the transformation star. Okay? That's all we're doing is we're shining a light on our solution and how it's going to help them, how it's going to benefit them, how it's going to get rid of their problem. But we're talking about them, not us, and not our process, not all this crazy stuff. And then you shine a light on the path. I went fishing the other night with my buddy Justin, and we had this big spotlight because we were out bow fishing. I love fishing. It's pleasant and it's fun. But we were walking through the waters, like waist deep at some points, like having to pick up my phone out of my pockets and all that stuff. But it was a really great time. I love fishing like that. We were walking around, it was like 2 a.m. and the light dies. It's like, we're like 2 miles upstream walking up the current, and the river's like really low in most spots. So we're walking around like falling into rocks and stuff on the way back. I have to get my phone light out, and it's just an utter disaster. That's how most people feel when they buy your products. It's like this guy, we're in the day and age of buy my stuff and leave me alone. Like that guy's DM. I'm gonna message him back right after this. It's like, do you hate money? Like, how on God's green earth do you expect to make a profit when you're scared to talk to a person? It doesn't make sense, but you have to shine a light on the path. If you can't show your customers where they need to go, build the bridge of trust, like taking them from where they are to where they want to go, they're not going to trust you. They're not going to buy, and they're going to have like resentment towards you. Your customers will hate you. Your customers will hate you. While so many of my insurance customers hated me when I first started selling it. Why? Because I had commission breath. I was desperate. I needed the money. And they knew that. A lot of them just bought out of guilt probably. But they would charge back. They would cancel. They would buy from someone else a year down the road. Why? Because I didn't shine a light on the path. I just wanted their money, and they bought. And then it was like, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I was the epitome of that in the first like 3 months of being an agent. I was like, I'm having to pay back all this money I'm making because like I'm not getting them to where they wanted to go, and I'm not like following up. I'm not doing anything with these people. So you have to shine a light on the path. Okay? So to wrap all this up, client sign, I already wrote that. When the stars align. If you can get these 4 stars to align in every single sales call, every single sales presentation you do, I promise you, your sales will skyrocket. It's utter stupidity how much more money you will make when you adopt frames like this. I'm like, this mental syntax gets you results. Why? Because it's about selling the customer. It's about selling out of a place of respect. I trust my customer's intelligence. I trust they know whether this is for them or whether it's not for them. Like I don't think my customers are stupid. And we have to get rid of the savior complex where we have a need for other people to have a need to need us. Like their problems can't be solved unless we do it, and we can't solve our problems unless someone else solves them for us. It's like we have to get rid of that. We have to trust people's intelligence and see the peculiar like bent of genius in every person. That's one of my favorite Plato quotes. It's like, don't discourage progress no matter how slow it is. That way you're able to discover with peculiar bent, that way you're able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. I absolutely love that. I think every person has the ability to rise up to the challenge, but I also understand that a lot of people won't. They have the ability, they have the capability to, but they don't believe in their ability to. And so I'm going to create prices and offers that push those people away and bring the ones that are willing to jump over the money hurdle in. It's like, I've gotten so great at what I've done. I've been able to replicate my thought process and my skill sets into other agents that they've gone out and become better agents than I ever was. That's why I have no problem. Like, you have to become detached from making money, and you have to get attached to like just selling to serve. You have to get attached to solving people's problems. No one else in this industry, I don't care who they are, I don't care how many subscribers or followers they have, I don't care how big of a loud mouth they have, I don't care what type of car they drive. No one freaks out and fantasizes and obsesses over their customers' problems more than I do. No one freaks out more about insurance agents more than I do. No one loves insurance agents more than I do. No one cares about insurance agents more than I do. And I'm just so unattached to it. Like, hey, do you want to buy my stuff? It's like, no, buy it or don't. I trust your intelligence. If you know it's for you, do it. If you know it's not for you, then don't do it. I love you either way. Okay? And so, like, if you want to get more stuff like this and you're an insurance agent, go to the link down below. I have a challenge coming up, the Write More Policies Challenge. It's $97 for a general admission ticket. I promise you, like, you will get 1,000 times more value out of that than for your measly $97. Okay, but if you don't pay, then you won't pay attention. So no, it is not free. Okay, but yeah, so hopefully the title of this video lived up to its promise. Clients sign when the stars align. If you create this environment, if you let the stars align in every single one of your sales call, you'll never need to wonder where your next commission deposit is coming from. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with another agent. Leave a comment down below. I don't know, maybe you hated it. Maybe you hated it. This is the first video where I didn't say the F word. Maybe that's what you're so like surprised. You're sitting there wondering when it's going to come. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to quit. So I love changing and growing in my words, but hope you enjoyed the video. Shine a light on the problem, shine a light on the procedure, shine a light on the path, and clients will sign when the stars align. So love you, happy health and prosperity, and keep being awesome. I will see you in the next video.